and welcome. My name's Katie Cannon, founder of Gold Medal Coaching and host of the Gold Medal Coaching show. So welcome. Today we have a goodie, how to plan your first year in business in 2021. So we've had a rocky year of 2020, haven't we? But it's time to reflect and it's time to look forwards. This episode is sponsored by our brand new live mentorship at Gold Medal Coaching, which is the ultimate package for a health and fitness entrepreneur to learn the incredible skills that you need to grow a thriving online business and brand and build a gym and studio. So, as I said, what a year we have had. One that is absolutely going to make history and one that we absolutely didn't expect. But I want you to look back at 2020 year, what was good, what was bad, and reflect on also what you wanted to achieve, because mine looked very, very different. So I'm going to share with you a little bit of my story first of all. I think all of us have had a very different year than previous years. And I said it's going to be one that we reflect in years to come with thinking, how on earth did we all get through that, you know? In my gym business, to give you some examples, I had to let go of 2 main staff that I've worked with over the last 9 years, purely because of different changes with the business. I've strategized a lot more in the business. We've changed a lot of our systems and didn't need the manpower behind, the manual manpower anymore, because we have automated and systemized everything so much. Very hard decisions at the time, but for the business, really good decisions. Obviously, we've had to open and close the gyms a couple of times this year. Not good for cash flow, not good for building up customers. But what it has taught me, when you build strong and you build with a great brand, them customers come flooding back when the doors are open. So we managed to have the busiest, one of the most successful times, August, September, October, than we have had in quite some time, and then shut the doors again in November. But I know I'm recording this in November, I know that when we reopen, it comes flooding back again. And that is the strategy when you've got a strong brand and you've got longevity, what you can create. In my online business, we've had to implement lots of different strategies as well, but also been very successful because of the markets changing. And obviously family and home life, so much has changed. I've had kids home from school. I've had getting Ashton into a nursery, dealing with open and shutting the schools and managing and juggling work from home. It's been a really tricky year. But as I said, it's time to look back, but now also it's time to look forwards. In this episode, I'm going to share with you how to break down your year, right, into small, comfortable steps so that you can see your year in front of you. It's great to create a plan, but it's also super important to be flexible with that plan. You know that the difference between an entrepreneur who achieves their goals and one who doesn't is one that keeps focused, but still open to opportunity. And what I mean by that is, before I was super focused on my goals and my achieving, if someone came with me with an opportunity that wasn't anywhere near what I was working on, I'd be like, yeah, I'll do it. And for now, I've got like 7, 8 different business adventures going on and none of them working. So absolutely, you have a plan, but keep flexible to other opportunity that aligns with your plan, that can help you get there faster. And that's what I mean by having a plan, but keeping flexible at the same time. So before we go on to my top tips for you to plan 2021, I want you to, as I said, go back. I want you to review 2020. I want you to look at the good. I want you to look at the bad. I want you to look at I'm not going to do that one again. I want you to look at everything that you did, lifestyle, holidays, if you managed to get any holidays in, finance, personal development. What did you learn in terms of what you were learning for your business? Really look at it as a whole. Take a good hour to do this. And I'm not going to delve in too much, but when I'm working with entrepreneurs who've been in the business, who've had the business for many years, we delve even deeper and look at marketing traction, marketing stats, finance records, all of that good stuff that can then project for the year ahead. But I want to share this episode with you of very much you're a brand new entrepreneur, or you might be very early into your business, maybe just a year in. So knowing what to look at and what not to look at. So first of all, I want you to write down, we're going to plan 2021. I can't even say it, 2021. Get a pen and paper, and I want you to write down, what do you want to achieve this year? What do you want to? Write 2 things for each answer. 2 business goals. What are your 2 business goals? What are your 2 lifestyle goals? Do you want to move house? Do you want to travel to particular countries? Write down what it is. What are your 2 financial goals? Do you want to pay off some debt? Do you want to achieve a certain, like 10K a month, 5K a month, 15 grand a month? What is it that you want to achieve monthly on a finance level? Do you want to make any more investments? Do you want to put a certain amount of savings away a month? What is your spiritual goal? So if you're very spiritual or religious, do you have a particular goal on that you'd like to achieve? In terms of my spiritual goal this year was to do more meditation. I'm just going to move this down a second here. Is to do more meditation. And what is your personal development goal? So what courses do you want to do? What books do you want to read? Do you want to read a certain amount of books a week or a month? So really get clear on all angles of what you want to achieve, okay? Number 2, now you're going to look at your goals. They're all out in front of you, looking lovely. I'm sure some of you have got some nice bullet points and Post-its and a highlighter. Love making it look so cool. Now we're going to break it all down into a quarter. And when I say quarter, that's January through to March. The reason why is I read this book on the 12-week year. I cannot remember who wrote it, but I read it every single year at the beginning of the year. And it's all about breaking your goals down to achieve more in 3 months than most people do in a year. And the reason why, when you plan out your year and you're like, in January the 1st, you're like, oh, this looks good. Oh, this is exciting. I can certainly do all of this by the end of the year. Before you know it, it's June. And you're like, oh my goodness, how do we get to 6 months through the year? Yeah. I can't believe it's the end of 2020. I mean, it's been a mad one, but I can't believe we're at the end of the year. And you just break it down. So when you only focus on them 3 months, you actually chunk more into them 3 months than you would have if you'd gone for the whole year. Yeah. So that is, I really recommend, it's called the 12-week work year. So you will find your productivity increases. You will find you won't feel as overwhelmed, and you will feel your focus will go through the roof. So I want you to look at all your goals you've got for 2021. Now pick what you want to do in the first quarter. So pick 1 business goal, 1 personal development goal, 1 lifestyle goal, 1 finance goal, and put them into that quarter. Now, number 3, we're going to work on what are your top priorities every day that you need to achieve that goal. Excuse me, that you want to achieve in that quarter goal. Because again, it's one thing having a yearly plan and a quarterly plan, but the saying, what you do every day is going to get you to your goal. So if you are not working on that goal every day, that quarterly goal and that yearly goal is just a pipe dream. So your quarterly goal, we're going to write it down. So step number 4, writing it in your diary. So the big key is put your non-negotiables in the calendar and then plan around them. So what are your non-negotiables? Taking your children to school, for example, your exercise, time with your partner, church, school, your job. Are you doing extra study for something? Whatever it is, put it in the calendar. What are the non-negotiables that you cannot move in your diary? Then you're going to plan your top priorities around these tasks. So I use a planner where I literally have, it's called the Full Focus Planner by Michael Hyatt. It's really, really good. I recommend. I'm not affiliated with him, but I love it. And again, it's a 90-day book. It's a 90-day plan. And I love the focus that it gives you. So literally you want to write every day, if you're a diary person or online, of when you're working on your top priority within that time frame. So every day, maybe not the finance, because you can't be working on your main goal is most likely going to get you to your finance. But look at, let's take your main business goal. Your main business goal should be 100 billion% be worked on, say Monday to Friday, or Monday to Saturday, or Monday to Sunday if you're taking a day off in the week. So that should be a non-negotiable for you as a top priority every day, whether you're working on it for 5 minutes or a couple of hours. It needs to be in there. You have got to be working on that business goal every single day to achieve it. Yeah. Now, as women, we always say, so sorry if the guys watching this, but guys as well, but as women, we always say yes to everything. And that's one thing that has served me really well, is saying no to lots of things. So I know my capacity. I know what I can, I didn't always, but I know what I can deliver. I know what I can say yes to and deliver well. I know what's not my priority. So I'll give you an example. My little girl's school, the PTA, Parents Teaching Association, lots of fundraising. And I remember when Emily joined the school, they were like, Katie, would you like to join the PTA? And I was like, I will donate money to the school, but I'm not giving my time up. And it sounds really selfish, but I had a newborn at the time and a little girl who's 4. And I was like, that is not my focus. I would rather donate a couple of £100 every term to the school. I had not to give my time. In the future, I may look to do it or help at the cake stall or something like that. But at the minute, it's a no. And there's so many things like that I've just said, it's a no. Because I know I can't deliver and I want the time I have. I want to be spending it at home and I want to be building my businesses. So planning this way will double your productivity. It will take out the overwhelm because it's there in front of you and you're not thinking, do you get to the point every day or every week? And again, review your year in this way as well. So review 2020 of your mindset as well and how you plan your life. Do you get to every day and go, what am I doing? Or do you plan a week in advance or a month in advance? The more ahead you can get, the better, so you can really see what you're doing. And absolutely forget New Year's resolutions, like who sticks to them anyway? But a New Year's resolution is, I'm going to do this year to achieve this. Whereas when you're looking at this quarterly goal, you're most likely to achieve it because it's something you're meant to be working on every single day. Whereas a New Year's resolution can be like, well, I'm going to try to achieve this. And you end up not working on it every day. And by Jan 10th, you've given up. So it will absolutely transform how you work, transform your mindset, transform your focus, but also take what you've learned from this year and stick it into next year and then improve. So it's a bit like, giving you an example with your business goals. If you want to own your own gym or you want to build an incredible online brand and every day you're not working on it, or every day, let's say you want to open your gym, let's say mid 2022, right? End of 2021. That's when you want to open the gym. But at this particular point in time, you've got no clue where that gym's going to be. You don't know the location. You haven't started looking. At the minute, gyms are closing. So, because of COVID. But early next year, we're going to be in a very different situation, hopefully. So it's good to start planning all these things as well as building strong online. And it's like saying, I'm going to open a gym end of the year. And then come mid-year, you're like, I haven't done anything towards it. So even though the goal is at the end of the year, because that's maybe one of your business goals, number 2, you can still be working on it a little bit every day. It's not your main goal, because your main goal might be, say, business goal number 1. But your business goal number 2, because you've put that into the end, that would be your end quarter big goals. But you might still have to work on it in your first quarter. Maybe just look around, look at estate agents, look at premises. That could be a little bit that you could do in the first quarter. So I hope that helps in planning your 2021 with focus, with clarity, with utter conviction of what you want, and intention is the word I want to use there, of what you want to create. So I've got an amazing summit that we have launched, where I'm working with 21 amazing experts in health and wellness field. We did a Success versus Burnout Summit a couple of weeks back. It was so successful. I had so many experts that wanted to jump in and join us that I couldn't fit them all in, so we've done another one. And this is all about, and I think it's really relevant to share with you this when you're planning your next year. And the subject is how to be here today and in 10 years' time. So strategies and tips to success. So if you want to get access to that, you'll find all the details as well as our live mentorship details all within the show notes below. So have the best week. Any questions, any help you need in planning 2021, reach out. Be delighted to help you. You take care. See you next week. Bye.